Welcome back to the channel. God, you'll be getting fed up with us, won't they?
They will.
Anyway, we've got something to share with you. We have been sent a product. I'll let Mark explain.
So we've been sent a product and I can't wait to open this. I kind of had a sneak peek at to what is inside this, but really want to show you guys what's in here. Here we go. And we have something that we've always wanted. It's another gadget. We love gadgets, and a massive thank you to Viafolk for sending this out to us. It is a dash cam. So we had no idea what sort of dash cam we were going to go for, and inside here we have got some great accessories. So let's do the unboxing. Let's show us what's in the kit. First thing we've got is the Bluetooth wireless button there. We have also got a circular polarizing lens filter.
What does that do?
It goes over the screen, that, to help with the
sunlight
thing, I think.
It does, yeah.
It polarizes. It's a polarizing lens filter.
Okay.
We have got, tightly packed in the box, the dash cam itself, and there we go. It's the VS1.
Nice box.
And the other thing that I really like about this is we've also got the HK5, which is the hardwire kit for it. So rather than just have it plugged into your cigarette lighter socket, we can literally hardwire that into the van. But let's have a look what is inside the main box of the dash cam.
Can I just say, if you hardwire it into the van, it can be motion censored. You didn't know that, did you? If you just have it plugged into your USB, obviously you can't have it motion censored. But once you've hardwired it, then it will be motion sensor, and that is ideal for when you're parked up somewhere in a street or you're just worried. And I think you can link this to your mobile, can you, Mark?
Debs is going to take over on the review because she knows far more than I do about dash cams. So let me introduce Debs.
No, it's fine, you can do it now. I just thought of that though.
Anyway, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, welcome to the Viafolk VS1 dash cam. Now then, I know obviously you're expecting to see it in here. Obviously we get the dash cam itself, and it is very small and compact. Now then, one thing you're going to notice about the actual dash cam itself is it doesn't have a screen for you to look back and see exactly what's being recorded, but we can connect this to an app on our phone which has all the settings that you can play with for the camera. We can also download the information to your phone, and of course we can view it back on the phone. And the app for the dash cam is really good, really simple to use. So if you're not brilliant with apps or technology, I can honestly really recommend it. It's really easy to use. So that's the dash cam itself. Now then, it gets better. In the box we've also got,
I'm just showing them the dash cam, darling. Close up.
Okay, also in the box we've got one of these, which obviously we don't bother doing that. We ignore that until we can't get it to work. Typical man thing. And we've got some more bits of paper.
I don't read instructions.
Obviously you expect to get with these dash cams. Okay, you get a couple of sticky pads for the windscreen. Keep going, it gets better as we go down the box. We get some spare 3M. We love 3M. 3M stickers work really well, really good. We also get a trim tool. If you wonder what a trim tool is, so when you do the hardwire, if you're going to wire it in, that's great for just getting in past your bits of trim around the windscreen so that you can tuck your wires away. So we get a nice trim tool. It gets better. Of course we get the actual wires itself, as well as a cigarette lighter socket, so we can plug it in direct to the cigarette lighter socket. If you weren't going to hardwire it, it gets better. We also get the USB-C cable for connecting that to your computer to download the videos to the computer should you wish to. And this, I think, is the best bit of what's in the box. They give you the actual SD card and the adapter as well. How good is that? Most things that you buy, cameras, dash cams, anything like that, you very rarely get the actual SD card, and you've got to go off and buy one. Sometimes you don't know which one's suitable, so you get that with it. And that is a 32GB micro SD card and the adapter.
Brilliant.
In a handy box.
Bargain, that, isn't it? Bargain.
How good is that?
So now we've got to fit it. Over to you.
So how good is that? So we are now going to have to get this wired in. We are leaving tomorrow for our European trip, so we've left this a bit late, but we have got to get this in the window, get this sorted, get this connected. And another good feature of this camera, it's voice activated, so we can actually talk to it as well. We don't always need to use the app. We can actually scream and shout at it, a bit like the Alexa thing that you have at home that never really listens to you. So we've also got that
Yeah,
feature.
you can tell it to take a photo, can't you?
You can, but let's try it. Let's see how it goes. But yeah, it's nice and compact, nice and small. 2K resolution on the camera. Now I know what you're thinking, oh, it's 2K, everybody wants 4K, but let's give this thing a try and see what it's like, and we'll put some shots up on the screen of what it records like during the day and during the night.
We will indeed, because we're going to use it, aren't we? We're going to use it on our Europe trip. It's a really handy thing to come at this time, because you can't be too careful with.
Right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to get this mounted up on the windscreen where we want it. Best thing to do first is just have a quick look before you start peeling the stickers off and decide roughly whereabouts you're going to mount it. I would say with something this size, probably the best place, now every van's different, is it will probably sit behind your rear view mirror. So it's completely out of the way, it's not in the line of sight of the driver or anything like that. I mean, there's lots of places you can mount it. You could go further up so that you can still get to the buttons on the camera. And say there is 2 buttons on the camera, but we're going to use the app, and we're also going to use the voice control for this as well. So I think the best place for this, just so that the mirror still functions as well, is just behind there, and in that case we can still use the mirror rather than trying to get it up there and then finding the mirrors crashing into it. So I think just below the mirror mount is probably the most perfect spot to mount the dash cam.
Okay.
Right.
Sounds like you know what you're doing.
I know what I'm doing. I'll make it up as I go along. Right, let's get the SD card out.
Don't drop it.
Don't drop it. Right, SD card, nice and simple on the side. It tells you, it actually says there, SD card. And there's our SD card that came with it. Well, we're just going to pop that in like that. There we go. Then we're going to peel the 3M sticker off the back. Now we're committed.
Oh, and we did clean the windows, didn't we, yesterday? Oh.
No, you did.
Yeah, do we need another one for it to stick onto?
No, we're just going to put it straight on. In for a penny.
We don't need another one for it to stick onto.
We're on.
Is it on?
We're committed. We're on. Let's hope that stays on, but the good thing is they are 3M pads and you get a spare one as well.
The only thing I'm thinking now is we're going to have a wire trailing down.
Yes, but if we had the hardwire kit, we would wire it all the way around and in, but we just don't have time. So we're just going to go straight with
the wire hanging down.
The wire hanging down.
So we should have put it lower, really, shouldn't we?
You get a good sized cable by the looks of it. You also get the cigarette lighter adapter with it. Just so you can get that out of the packet.
It's a right nifty little thing, isn't it?
With 2 connections there for USB-A. That feels quite well made as well. It's not a plastic one, it's actually a metal one, so it feels quite good quality there. Okay, nice and easy. We've got it mounted on the window. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to connect the camera, or the cable into the camera, the power cable, and that just clips in at the side. And now look how much cable we've actually got. I'd say, I don't know, probably got 2.5 meters of cable there.
That's
so
good,
it's quite
isn't it?
a bit for us to get round to our USB sockets. That will go there, that will sit in there. Oh, do you know what, that I like that.
It fits
That's
nice.
a really good fit. A lot of these, they're really loose and they pop out. That's a really good fit on the socket.
Isn't it?
Yeah. You love the stiff ones, don't you?
Love the ones that fit snugly.
Now what we could do, well, I don't really have the time to do it, is tuck the cable in around the trim.
Oh yeah, could you go around the top there?
No.
'Cause, do you know what I'm like with wires and stuff? I don't like lines. You know that. So can we not just chuck it under the top?
Chuck it under the top.
Tuck it under there.
Just like that.
Just do it.
I'll just press the tuck it in button and it'll be done.
Honestly, I'm serious though, because if that can tuck under there, do you want a knife?
Don't want a knife. They've given us a trim tool. What do I want a
knife
for?
Yeah. I'll pass him the trim tool. Poke that through a bit more with your tool. That bit.
Poke it in a bit more with my tool.
Of course, we will hardwire this, won't we, honey?
We will hardwire it when we get a little bit more time. But got the trim tool there.
Yep.
Thank you.
For now, to get us to Europe, this should be sufficient, shouldn't it? No. What have you done?
As quickly, we have just took the wire out. It's not perfect. This is just a quick installation. Just to show you do get a lot of cable with it. So we've managed to go from the rear view mirror. We've just quickly tucked it along the top. We've gone down the side rubber trim, underneath the steering wheel, and over to the cigarette lighter socket. It's not perfect. We are going to hardwire this properly when we get time. This is just a quick one so we can test out the camera and see what it's really like.
Yeah.
See, I love it when they give you bits like this, like your trim tool, your SD cards, your hardwired kit.
They've given us loads, haven't they, with it?
They have. So massive thanks to Viafo for sending this out to us to
Yes,
do a review.
thank you. And sorry we delayed with the review, but we were moving house.
That's your excuse.
So, yeah, just be careful now.
Always.
Don't overdo it. Now, can we still shut the blinds? That's the tricky thing.
Yes.
You haven't tried them.
Ooh. Have you got Remis blinds?
Uh-oh. Is it going to miss it? Let me pull the other one.
No.
We didn't. No way.
I didn't think of that.
Is it not going to close now? Uh-oh. Oh. And if you'd have put it down there, away from there, it would have been fine. Mark's just going to explain what he's done wrong. Over to you.
Okay, slight mistake. Just did this just to show you what not to do, really, because don't want you making this mistake. So I thought, if I do this, I'll be able to show you what not to do. See, that's very good of me, isn't it?
Yeah, very good, babe.
So the problem we've got is we've got the Remis blinds in the front. If you've got the Remis blinds in the front, bear in mind that if you do mount it there, your Remis blinds ain't going to close. It doesn't work. So we've come up with a plan. So this is the wrong place to put your dash cam. So if you've got this far, you'll be okay. If you stop watching and started installing your camera, then I'm really sorry. You should have watched the whole video. Right, we're going to take it down, but we've come up with a great plan of where to mount it. Now in this motorhome, it does come with the rear view mirror. Now the thing is, we don't have a back window on this, so the rear view mirror is pretty pointless. Really.
I'm just showing them.
Just to see where the dogs, what's happening in the back with the dogs, but really it is kind of a redundant mirror. So the idea is, with the camera being like that shape, that's the way it needs to go, is to stick it on the mirror. And the great thing about that is we can actually angle the mirror as well as angling the camera on its mount. Yeah, okay, so if we mount that in the centre, are we happy?
Well, in the centre, once you've plugged it in, is that wire not going to be in the way, or that bit there?
No, I'm going right there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, take two. We can always do take three, take four. We've got an SD card, we've got plenty of space on it. And there we go. Oh, look at that. It was made to fit there. Oh, I think that wire could be in the way of the
I did say that.
Camera. So if we just input that. I was just checking you're right.
Can you not come round? That's it.
Okay. Right. This is not looking particularly tidy, but it's work in progress. We can work with that.
It might tuck up there anyway.
Make sure.
What are you doing?
You take the protective film off the camera before you install it. This is going really well. This is where you need a woman's touch, because women have always got nails, you see. So you can get your nails on there and get that little piece off for me.
Maybe this is where we should have read the instructions.
Maybe it was on the back of that card that said, please read first before installation.
So what, have we got a cover on the camera now?
Yeah, you know the protective film that they put on it? There you go, see?
Takes a woman's touch. It's all fixed. Everything's done.
That was hard work, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So there we have the dash cam. I don't know what it's going to see.
Is it on?
No, because the ignition's not on. Right, apps. You don't have to go search in the App Store or the Google Play Store to find the app, because on the side of the box all you have to do is scan the QR code. There's one there for Google Play, or there's one there for Apple iPhones. So we're going to scan that. And that'll get us directly to the correct app. So there we go.
That's handy, isn't it?
That's always handy.
QR codes are brilliant. They're the way to go.
That's the app. So that's what you're looking for. So we're going to download the app. And there we go. There's the app downloaded. Straight into the app for the dash cam. Connect to the camera.
Wi-Fi enabled.
Just a long press on the front button so it says Wi-Fi enabled. And then what we need to do then is just go into the Wi-Fi.
I'll let you put your Wi-Fi settings in. Will it find it?
And then when we search the Wi-Fi, we can connect to the camera, and the password when you put it in is 1 to 8.
Is that standard on all of them?
Wi-Fi connected.
There you go, she's talking away. Wi-Fi is now connected. So now we go straight back to the app, but yes, that is for all of them.
Oh, she sounds good, doesn't she?
It's 1 to 8. We're into the app, and we're just about to look at that.
Oh, we can see. Look at that.
We can see what is at the windscreen. That is going to be our view.
Oh, well, that's good,
From
isn't it?
A little bit disappointed with the top bit, which is the bit from the back of the mirror, but that will flick out the way. I'm not sure which way it goes. Does that make it worse?
Oh.
That makes it worse.
Oh, no way.
Hang on, don't worry, don't panic.
Just snap it off, babe.
No. And there we go. So we can now move this on the mirror. So we can take a snapshot at that point. This is now our live view.
Snapshot then hits. Ooh.
We can go into our settings. I'm not going to bore you with all the settings in here, but there's absolutely loads of settings in here for the camera. We've got a date stamp on, there's time-lapse recording, there's time zones on there, there's a date format, time synchronization, so we can switch that on so it'll sync with our
put the date on as well, just in case we have an accident, and then it's on
date
there.
Format, date, month, year. Hopefully that'll all sync with the phone. There's a boot delay, there's parking mode, parking recording timer. There's so many things on here. Notification sounds, voice notification, voice control is on, and the voice command list is there.
Take photo. Ooh!
And then in the app you can see here quickly that it's just what's been recorded. And this is just...
Take a photo. Recording started.
Oh. Recording stop, take photo.
And then if we want to, we just click the download button and we can download those to the phone,
stop.
or we can actually bin those off. So there we go, nice and easy. There's our locked pictures, should we ask it to lock any pictures, anything that's done in the parking mode. And there's the photos where Debbie asked it to take a photo. And the photos have got the date and the timestamp on them as well. Let's have a look if we can... It is down the bottom.
No, it won't make it bigger, what?
Might do when you zoom it in, but you go back, you can see your date. Timestamps on there and how big the actual photos
you
are.
didn't set the date, did you?
It didn't allow me to. It was date format.
Recording started.
So there we go, we're done. As soon as we turn the ignition off, camera disappears and goes off. And then as soon as we turn the ignition back on,
She's on. You obviously have to give her a command then to start video. Ooh.
Recording started.
so there we go.
Wi-Fi enabled.
It automatically starts the recording when you put the ignition on, because as soon as that cigarette lighter socket becomes live, it starts recording. As soon as it goes dead, it'll stop recording. It loops permanently through the actual SD card, so if you do have an issue, a problem, or something you want to save, best off just jump in the app and save the important information that you want to save.
It's quite handy, isn't it? It's on your phone.
Very handy, but let's go test this out. Let's do some driving. Let's see what 2K quality from a Vio dashcam looks like.
Well, that's all happening tomorrow and Thursday, isn't it?
It certainly is. So that's it. Dashcam installed. Easy when you put it in the right place. It's your fault.
I did say.
So I've been told I've got to start this video with humble pie. Now then, Debbie was wrong.
I was right.
I told her not to install
right.
it there. I told her it doesn't go there. So we're now on plan C, D, E, so I don't know. But look where we've put it now. Okay, so we put the camera lower down, and that is still going to enable us to close the blinds.
And every time I kept saying to you about putting it lower down, you said it'd be too low, it can't see. But you can change the angle of it. And I'm looking now, if you look there, that's what it's seeing. And that's fine. And we can move this. What you do now, you put the wire in front of it. We can move this little thing and change the angle slightly. So look at that.
Change
You
the
see?
angle of me dangle.
I was right. Never listens to me, you know, do you?
No. I don't know where my wires are going now. It's all going wrong.
Anyway, we've installed it, but what I would say is, to be honest, plug the camera in, switch it on, and then decide where you're going to put it. But also remember your blinds. Unlike some people.
It's not my fault.
Wah, wah, wah.
You can see the quality in the footage here taken whilst we were away in Europe, and I have to say the quality is excellent. If you're looking for a good quality dash camera that's easy to use, then look no further than the Viafo VS1. Use the discount code WANDERINGVS1 to get a reduced price at checkout. Link to the product is available in the description below.